You're listening to Mentoring Developers. You have worked in a few places, and you know you have friends that have worked in different software companies. So in your opinion, as a culture, as a collective of software development shops, do you think we're creating a nurturing and enabling environment for new developers to grow and prosper? Are we doing that?
That's a great question. I think so far, all of the environments I have been in have been very conducive to that. Maybe the least conducive one was when I was doing a startup, but there was two of us, and I was the only developer. So I don't think that counts until we had our intern. But otherwise, I think I've always been in a great environment where I've really never had an interaction where I felt like I was just bothering people. I've definitely had that as a junior developer, had that feeling of like, well, I don't want to go bug this person. I want to try to figure this out on my own, and putting in some due diligence there. But I've always been in an environment where I've been free to go to someone and say, hey, you know what? Here's what I found about this. I'm kind of lost. I really don't know. I don't know what I'm doing here. This is tough, and have always been met with someone who either is going to be helpful about it, or is going to know that area, or will sit down and say, well, let's work this out together, which I think is the most valuable thing for a junior developer, is not necessarily getting answers, but working with someone to get those answers and learning, taking that skill, and how can you apply that next time you have that problem. So because of these environments, I think it's always been really friendly to someone either new to development or just new to the product or the team and things like that.
That's really good to hear, because a lot of people that I talk to, they don't have those experiences. I think that you've been fortunate that you worked in companies where you had that, sense of a community where people cared about your career, because ultimately there's this tension. Right, as an individual contributor, if I'm a senior developer, I'm responsible for what's assigned to me, and I have to be accountable for that. And if somebody else, a new developer, comes to me and asks for help, I have to stop what I'm doing, and I have to dedicate some time, which cuts on the time that I have to, to do my own tasks. The problem with that is the company is not aware of it because there's no structure. There is no formal structure. There is no accounting for that, right? You can't say in your Scrum that, I spent, 3 hours helping this person, so I didn't do my task. That wouldn't work. So that's where I think the problem is, that there is this tension, but you have been fortunate to be in environments where I think the management understood that the need to nurture and to work with junior talent, because now junior people are going to be valuable and they're going to be senior. So it's just knowledge transfer and the ability to have everybody, feel confident and be productive. I think that's really valuable, but it's good to hear that you have had that positive experience.
For show notes and transcripts, visit us at mentoringdevelopers.com.